welcome to my channel. My name is Emmy from Emmy Evolving. If this is your first time joining me, thank you for finding me. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back. So I'm gonna try and quickly do a reading for y'all. Quickly. Oh, we don't do quick readings. We just don't. Oh my gosh. No sound. How about now? Hi. Oh, hi. Hello. Oh, you be playing too much, sexy Jesus. Okay. Hi guys. let me just see what's happening with the sound here. Okay. Let's Okay. All right. That sound is good. Sound is good. Sound is good. We have audio. Okay. I asked what this reading was going to be about, and what I heard is absolutely longing for you. So apparently, someone's longing for you. Someone wants something from you. My goodies, my goodies, my goodies, not my goodies. um, you know, let me just turn off the sound on my phone. I don't know where this is going to go. I'm just going to let the cards speak because love is not my forte. Mm. Love is not my forte. I mean, it is in my life, but not in readings. I just be getting a little too Capricornish. I do. I get a little Capricornish. So um, let me just let the cards speak to you guys. Okay. Ooh, as I'm getting these cards ready, I forgot to add it. Anyways, I'll be live later today on TikTok to do expedite. I'm not going to be live tomorrow because it is Cinco de Mayo, Guantanamera, Guarida Guantanamera. I ain't got nothing to do with Cinco de Mayo. And I will be going live um, in our congregation space at 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. We're going to be talking about stuff. So if you want to be part of that chat, church chat, just click on that QR code and join us over there 10:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, that's it for announcements. Let's get started with this I don't know. Maybe it's a love reading, maybe it's not. I'm not sure, but I'm not single, so none of this applies to me. Okay. Here goes, guys. Let's see. Oh, mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Okay. Like this just all the Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Okay, so there's absolutely someone who just mm, they're focused on you. Whoever this is, they are focused on you. They've been focused on you. Um, it's almost like this sense of, oh, you know what? It might not even be love. It might not even be romantic. Okay. So someone is totally focused on you. I think at one point, maybe they fell out of your good graces. For some of you, this might be a love reading. For others of you, this might just be like confirmation of what's happening. Someone is trying to get back into your good graces. Story of my life. So this is guidance that they're receiving. They're understanding at this point. Maybe guidance, maybe it's realizations. Whatever it is, they're understanding at this point that really they messed up. They messed up. So this is someone you already know. This is someone that you already know. They made a decision at some point. There might have been conflict, and they made a decision at one point that they were going to believe something about you that was not true. Yeah, I have a logic for this type of thing. Like, you made your choice, stick with it. You made your choice, stick with it. This is something where it's like, if it's love based, then or romance based, then what happened is a third party circumstance. To me, that's a betrayal. Stay over there. You picked what you picked, stay over there. Right? If this is not a love circumstance, if this is not based in romance, then there was some type of conflict between you and another person. Um, I don't know. Maybe you did something, maybe you didn't do something. The sense that I get is that you didn't do something. You're accused of something, and you didn't actually do anything. And whoever this is, they chose the liar's side, and you kind of just let it go. And maybe they got screwed over by the liar long after you walked away. And now they want to be what? They want to trauma bond with you? I mean, I've had this happen quite a few times just at the start of the year because allowing myself to be more present on TikTok. People from the past are seeing my live streams again, and they think like, no, motherfuckers, you chose what you chose. Stick with it. Stick with it. I'm not letting you back in. If you couldn't see back then when I was even less confrontational, I was excessively nice. And you could believe the lies of someone else saying that I did this, this, and that. No, believe that shit. Take that shit to the grave. Believe it with your whole heart, whole chest, whole being. Do not come back. I don't need people like that in my life. People who don't even take the time to ask you, like, hey, what's happening here? I'm hearing some shit. What's happening? Or they would just believe what someone else says. No, I'm good. I'm good. Y'all got to be careful about this. Someone's absolutely longing for you. They want to be let back into your good graces. Why? Why? Why should you let that back in? I'm not talking about holding grudges. I'm talking about being very, very clear with yourself. Do you need another go around with this? You need another situation where someone's going to be talking something about you, and so they, like, I'm sure they're a good person. I'm sure they've learned. That's got nothing to do with you, though. That's got nothing to do with you. When someone shows you their capacity to turn their back on you, to believe lies about you, to think badly about you with zero provocation, you did not do anything to them. I've learned to learn the first time. I've learned to learn and accept that that is who they are and how they are the first time. I don't I don't need any repeats in anything at this point in my life. I just don't. I don't. And maybe this is something where for those that this message is going to apply to, I'm wondering if this is a message of learning your worth, learning your value, and not settling for the bare minimum, right? Oh, so now you want to come back because what? You ain't got nobody. Because what? The person you sided with, that you had no problem with their wickedness so long as it wasn't aimed at you. Oh, they aimed that shit at you eventually. And now you want to come back because what? You want me to protect you? Now, fuck that shit. I'm not involved in any of that. No, no. I'm not going to insert myself. Or you think it's going to be like my opportunity now to be like, yeah, no, they totally lied about me. No, you believe that shit. You believed it. You believed it. Stick with it. Stick with it, right? Keep believing it. I have a logic of if you hear bad things about me and you have to question whether it's real, just believe it and stay away. There's so many people in this world that will take your place, people who will see me in the way you do, which is, uh, you could somehow benefit off me. I'm good. There's no loss. Now, people who see me as I am, understand my integrity to my core. They see my character. They see what I'm capable of and what I would never do. And they would never, ever, ever believe that I would do this or that or be harmful, hurtful, intentionally. Y'all, I appreciate y'all. Y'all are my people. You guys see me, you understand me. Your absence would absolutely be a loss to my heart. The other folks, dime a dozen. Not even a dime, a penny a dozen. A penny for a bushel. It's no loss to you. There are billions of people in this world who would be more than willing to bring drama into your life. You don't need to rehash anything. You really don't. Part of growing is not staying in the same circumstances, not staying in the same spaces that give access for things to continue to repeat. By autumn, you're going to see the effects of whatever you decide in this moment. It always starts off real good. It's that honeymoon phase. It starts off real good. Maybe they're offering something. Maybe they're going to give you the information to confirm that, oh my gosh, this person and that person were doing blah, 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 blah behind your back. Who cares? That event's done. Why are you going to reopen it? It's done. Leave it in the past. Leave them in the past. Right? And maybe in the other set of cards, there'll be a different meaning to whatever this message is, to why someone is absolutely longing for you. As of right now, this is one aspect of the message. And if it applies to you in your circumstance, I truly hope you listen to it so that you can avoid the unnecessary, very, very unnecessary drama that these type of characters bring intrinsically into every single situation they enter into. I mean, what if they made a mistake? They made a mistake. And the price they paid for that mistake is the permanent loss of you. Why would you ever trust someone again after they believed and joined in, supported the attempt to destroy you? That's some cockamamie stuff. Maybe this reading does apply to me too. Maybe this reading applies to me. Maybe later on in the reading, if it feels appropriate, I'll share some of my personal circumstance. Yeah, because this is the type of stuff that happens. I didn't want to believe that this is the type of stuff that happens. And I didn't have these experiences until I allowed myself to be accessible to all sorts of different people. You see, once upon a time, before I was publicly visible, you would be hard pressed to even know that I exist. Yeah, I don't talk to anyone. I don't share anything with anyone. Really, my only focus from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep is my children and my husband. I mind my own business. I just run my errands while my husband is at work. Yeah. Keep myself nice and busy all day, tending to my family. Got no time for none of that. That's why I didn't think that people were like that, right? I didn't think people were like that. And then when I allowed myself to be exposed to all sorts of different people through the entire globe, my reach is global. I began to realize from every nation, every walk of life, there are people with unsavory characters that initially will present themselves in the most beautiful way. This exists on every continent, from every people's. There are those who are like this. That doesn't mean everyone is like this. No, no, not at all. Not at all. Aaron, I emailed you. I was asking a question. I don't know if you check your emails. So just wanted to let you know I emailed you. um, I think that for some of us, hearing the things that are shared in today's message, before the end of spring, you'll see the upside down nature of these cold hearted mofos and why you need to freeze them out. Why they need to remain not a part of your life, right? Why they need to remain out there. Like, no, nothing but net. Nothing but net. All right. So, okay. There is another layer of meaning. So this is a different type of circumstance. All right. So this other type of meaning, it's an individual who deeply respects you. It's an individual who has, for a prolonged period, contained, hidden away their feelings, their stance. They're afraid to initiate something. And what they're going to initiate is a return back into a space of connection. Now, this is a type of message that keeps cycling in and out of readings every so often. Um, Again, it's for you guys, so I'll give you your information. For this second layer of meaning, this is an individual who is not toxic towards you. They are not someone who has actively gone out of their way to do you dirty. This is probably someone from your past. I don't know that it's someone that you've been in a relationship with, but it's someone you've had a connection to for whatever length of time. And in that connection, there must have been some type of misunderstanding, maybe some hurt feelings due to assumptions. The sense that I get is this is someone who is extremely empathic, and one of y'all got triggered, and it triggered the other person, which triggered the other person, which triggered the other person. And it was just like bouncing back and forth between the two of you, amplifying until someone freaked out and then communication stopped. That's the sense that I get. So I think that's for some needing to be rehashed, absolutely longing for you. Is that in a romantic sense? Hold on. Let's wake up the girls. Give me 1 second. We're going to wake these girls up. Well, I better hurry up. Because you ain't got all day, girl. You got a real busy day today. Every day is a busy day. Every day is a Friday busy day. All right. So, baby cakes. Bish, you're Bish. Let's ask baby cakes. Baby cakes, since I said your name. Baby cakes. Um, this secondary meaning, is this a person who is interested in romance? Is this a person who has malicious, malignant intentions towards the whoever they're interested in? No. Are they interested in romance? Okay, so I guess they're interested in romance. They're longing for you in a romantic way. It is what it is. It is what it is. They like you. They like you like that. They like you, and well, wait. Let's ask a question. Baby Cakes needs to go to sleep. Bish. 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 Hold on. Bish. Yes. Okay. Bish. Is this person interested in being hurtful and harmful intentionally? No. Okay. Bish. Is this an individual who deeply respects the person they are focused on? Yes. Bish. Is this person willing to simply be a platonic friend just to be in proximity? Yes. Is this person plotting to have access to you just so they can convince you to later be romantic with them? Yes. Telling you. I'm telling you. Mhm. You want me to be extra honest with you? I think your pheromones just hit different, baby boo. I think your pheromones just hit different and they just breathing it in, breathing it in. I don't know, baby. Okay, let's ask cuz now I'm being nosy because what? I like the chisme. What? Just let me live a little bit through you. I want to know your chisme. Bish. Bish, does this person watch them via their social media posts? Yes. Do they regularly watch my people? Yes. Do they ever comment on their posts? No. Wait, okay, serious question, Bish. Is this a soccer? How you gonna go silent? Bish is like, I know how you feel about that word. I'm not answering. Okay, Bish. 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 I will not be angry with you if you tell me the truth. Why are you shaking? Bish is shaking. Bish. Bish. Seriously, Bish. I won't be mad at you. This reading is not for me. Okay? You already know I'm obsessed with my husband. This reading is not for me. I'm not going to take it personally. Bish, can you answer something for me? Yes. Okay. Bish, don't be scared. Do you feel safe with me? Yes. Okay. Do you believe that I won't take it personally? Yes. Okay. Bish, is this person malignant towards whoever it is they're paying attention to? No. Okay, that's all I wanted to know. You can go back in your little handkerchief, okay? You're safe. I won't hurt you, Bish. At least not right away. Just go back in your little satin purse and just stick you back in there, okay? You and baby cakes can just go back to sleep. Just go right there. So, I don't know. This is someone who really likes you. And they're willing to be a friend in hopes that maybe one day you will change your mind. I don't know. You guys do with that whatever you want. Bish was like, just don't move, don't move. I'm not gonna hurt you, Bish. I might accidentally drop you on purpose, but I mean that's all. So shock of the new. This is not anything new. You know exactly who this is. You know exactly who this is. I'm just, you know what? I'm going to the gym. Y'all know exactly who this is. Stop playing around. Stop playing around. You know the person that's being referenced when we were talking about the first meaning where, you know, they trifling. Mhm. They trifling. They trying to get back in your life because what? They need your protection from the very person that they assisted in the maltreatment of you. Like, you know who that is. Leave them be. You also know who it is that's like longing for you. You know what I'm saying? Longing for you. Drop you on accident on purpose. One time, my child who as a toddler used to struggle with impulse control, like self-regulation. He struggled with it for a bit. Um, he was born after his older brother, right before him, was extremely gentle, like very, very gentle, just so chill. And so my child who had impulse control struggles, one time I think he hit his older brother, and it hurt his older brother. And I was like, what are you doing? Why did you do that? He goes, it's an accident. It's an accident. And I was like, you hit your brother on accident on purpose? Accidentally on purpose? Yes. Oh, so you hit him accidentally on purpose? Yes, accidentally on purpose. I was like, do not put hands on other people. But he admitted it was accidentally on purpose. He meant to do it. It was an accident, but since it already happened, he meant it. I love being a mom to boys. I love being a mom to boys. I do. So it's not anything new. Whoever this person is, I think the second meaning, the person who they're just in love with you. Um, they're in love with you. So that's that. They're in love with you and they're considering going beyond normal. I don't know, maybe they're considering reaching out, maybe they're considering I don't know. I don't know. Buying you a greenhouse. That's what Michael said. What? What do you mean buying who a greenhouse? I would love a greenhouse. What are you talking about? Um, a huge show, he says. I'm not good with like these types of terms. I don't understand them. um, can you just like communicate in a way that I understand? I don't do well with like social cues and hints and things like that. They're trying to find a way to figure out what they can do to really like just get under your skin in a good way, in a good is getting under someone's skin. Could that ever be in a good way? He says they're trying to get under your skin in a good way. And um this huge gesture of love is calibrated just for you. Oh, that's what you mean by greenhouse? Because let me tell you, if you were to build me a greenhouse, I'd just be like, "What? I don't even remember what you did. Show me what's inside the greenhouse." You know what I'm saying? I would. I would be so distracted by the amount of living life in the greenhouse. I would forget why I was angry. Yes. Yes. Mhm. A couple of years ago, um, I I was going through something weird, I think, because I have enough kids. I told my husband, I want a baby. It's either gonna be a human baby or it's gonna be a puppy. You pick. Yeah. And he was like, because he doesn't want a puppy. And we have enough kids. We have enough kids. And we like our sleep. We don't want to do diapers and stuff anymore. So he's like, you know what? Um, change your clothes. I'm taking you somewhere. And I was like, where? This mofo took me to Home Depot and said, pick whatever you want. Pick as many plants as you want, however big you want, pick whatever the fuck you want. I'm getting it for you. I was so excited. I was so excited. I completely forgot about the baby and the puppy. I was just like, we don't need none of that. I got me some new plants. I got some new plants. I got I got a tree. He absolutely knows what to do. I got a tree that my child named Dragon, and it's taller than me. An indoor tree. It's a ficus. Yeah. And then he also got me I think he got me like 3 or 4 plants. He got me a massive peace lily. He got me all kind of different plants and didn't bring that up again. I love plants. I love plants. Yeah, I do. I do. My favorite plants are the dying ones at the grocery store that are on clearance for like $3, $4, and I bring them back to life. Those mofos were, I think, like $3 or $4. They're going to be Christmas trees. Love it. Love it. And I bring them back to life, and it absolutely satisfies my need to save living things. I don't do people projects anymore. I look for plants to take care of. I live in a indoor jungle. But there's still space, you know what I'm saying? I was telling him I could put shelves up here and do, I don't know, maybe like 4 or 5 massive ferns. There's spaces everywhere in this room on the walls. We can dangle them from the ceilings. We can always make space for other living things. Just no animals, no mammals, no birds, no rodents, no fish. Yeah, yes. But he did say if and this was years ago, if I can manage to find a way to befriend a raven outdoors, as long as I don't bring it in the house, he's going to be okay with that. I haven't managed to make a raven friend yet. I still have much of my life left. I will make that happen. I will make that happen. So, what is already with you? But it was in reverse. They're not with you right now. They want to be with you. There's whoever this is that is willing to build you a greenhouse. They're willing to build you a greenhouse. Figuratively, I assume, unless you're into plants like me. They're willing to build you a greenhouse. They're willing to create a structure to fill your life with more life. Oh, that is beautiful. I love that. I love that. Hmm. Hmm. I like that a lot. So they're not already with you, but I think they hold you in their heart. I think they I think they even you. Honestly, I think they even talk to you on a regular basis in their head. What is this? What is this? Do you talk to them in your head too? Because if you talk to them in your head as well and they talk to you in their head, it would be a lot easier to just like text or call. Is this someone that okay, I'm telling you, I'm about to cheese me this morning because you know what I'm saying? Your pheromones are drawing me in too. I want to know what's happening here. Do y'all talk to each bish? Are these two talking to each other in their heads on a regular basis? Yep. Do my folks want this person too? Ah! Mm. Do they both have a crush on each other? You got something to tell me? You got something to tell me? Mhm. Mhm. You don't wanna hear it. Uh-huh. I think for some of you who, the accurate message is the second meaning, where this is someone who's not toxic to you, you don't wanna hear this. You don't wanna hear this because you know damn well you like them too. I'm saying. I'm saying. Um, Maybe I should ask my husband, like, how can you I don't know. He's the social one. He's the Gemini. I'm not social. I don't know how to approach any of this type of stuff. I'm more of the mindset of either you're pursuing me or nothing's happening. That's not an invitation to pursue me. Like I said, I'm married. But that's my mindset. Like If you're not pursuing, then nothing's happening because I'm just not. I will assume you don't like me. Yeah. Oh my God. They're just so torn over you. My goodness. Maybe I should offer a service where it's like, you just give me their number. Um, Give me their number and you let me know how you feel and I will just like, hello. Can you please just call them already because they like you. You like them, they like you, and don't deny it because I'm psychic. Maybe for an extra charge, I could FaceTime them and be like, "Look me in the eyes. You don't think I can tell you're lying? You like them too." You guys, stop playing. Stop wasting your time. Just reach out to them already. If you feel that way, they feel that way. Y'all are talking to each other anyways, telepathically. Mhm. Mhm. Collaborative dreaming in reverse. See, you both want to close your eyes to what's happening, but like, no, I'm here as the eye opener. I am the little toothpicks that will hold your eyelids up. The perfection of your life, it's in reverse. So, one or both of you, one or both of you are just absolutely falling apart at the seams. Life is something that has been really, really difficult, really, really difficult in their absence. So I don't know if it's you that's been struggling with their absence or if they've been struggling with your absence. Ocean. Ocean, why are you coming to mind? Ocean, are you here? Are you here? I think I saw you comment. Why are you're like all up, I feel the essence wafting across the third eye, and you like, sipping on your water. What is that about? Maybe it's demonic stuff. Maybe it has nothing to do with you. Maybe something's trying to be like, oh shit. Okay. Mm. There are those in the environment that is causing an upside down influence. I don't know what that means. Maybe they're wanting to come up to you. Two meanings, I'm told. Two meanings. There is a person in the environment, either your environment or theirs, most likely theirs, that is telling them like, no, you shouldn't. No, don't reach out. No, you shouldn't. For the healthy person. For the unhealthy, crazy ass, smelling like cheese mofo, there is a person in their environment that is co-signing, um, co-signing the caca. Like, no, you're not wrong. They're just, it's so wrong of them to not let you be part of their life and just shut up. Sorry. Yeah, no. Someone's involved. Someone's getting involved. They're saying things that they really are not qualified to talk about, and it's just having a really weird effect. It's just having a really weird effect. And and Pedro is now touching my face. Stop touching my face. Um it's having a very, very weird effect. There's a complication that's happening. So, for the first meeting where it's someone that's very, very toxic, they think they're entitled to um, revisit something with you, to be a part of something with you. They're getting hyped up to keep pushing forward. No, no, no. Let me breathe. That really triggers me. And then for the second person who is not toxic to you, they're really just trying to find the courage to approach you. And there's an individual who keeps shooting down their attempts to create peace for themselves. I think this is something that is just so disruptive for that individual. It's been so disruptive for however long, months, weeks, years, I don't know, for however long it's been. And they're just trying to find a way to reach out and have peace existing between the two of you. I don't think they necessarily have a problem with you. I think whatever hurt feelings, they're being resolved, right? Which that's a good thing. That's a good thing. Um, but I definitely feel like there's a person. I feel like there is a person that is just very much interfering. I don't. I don't like people who interfere. You know, like, I really don't like people that interfere in other people's lives. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know. It's almost like this sense of you're being made aware of the interference so that you could put a halt to it. I'm assuming this is an individual who interfered previously as well. Hmm. I don't know what you should do about that. Preservation in reverse. This is telling me that I'm assuming the second person, they're exiting out of a survival mode. Like, okay, this is like some tragic Romeo Juliet stuff. I'm serious. This is some tragic Romeo Juliet stuff. It's almost like this sense, this feeling, this thought. My death is far worse without you than it ever could be in your presence. It is much more painful to be without you than it is to deal with you not wanting to have a romance. You just willing to be friends if that makes sense. And if it makes sense, I think that's your confirmation that this is your circumstance. I don't know. I don't know. And then the second meaning is that preservation in reverse. That first person, that toxic person, they're willing to go all the way deep into that destruction just to continue forcing themselves upon you. That person needs to be given two options and two options alone: throat or stomach, because it's time to pop them one. Throat or stomach. They just need to leave you alone. Whoever that is, they need to leave you alone. Mm, it's infuriating. It is infuriating. They need to just leave you alone. Okay. This is someone who is not rooted in themselves. This person, like, man, is it for the first or the second? Core in reverse. For the second person, it's like they're being emptied out. Their whole life is being emptied out. Maybe on the surface, externally, their life seems okay, might even seem semi charmed, right? It might seem semi charmed and, like it's a good life. They have all of these material things, but quietly within themselves, they just feel so emptied. They feel so emptied without you. This is such a tragic ass. Like, what is this? You're dealing with a water sign. They got to have a major water placement because to be this like, my God, I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. This is just some tragic perception. Really, all they have to do is reach out and be like, hey, want to catch up? Okay. That's all you got to do. Hey, want to catch up? It doesn't have to be um, this drawn out, really like, this is so extra, extra. This is honestly so extra, extra. I don't know. So, whoever the second person is, they want an opportunity to revise how this connection is going. I guess at one point when things kind of fell apart and you guys stopped communicating, um, they were trying to convince themselves, like, nah, it's all good. I don't need nobody. Okay. Okay. And in the time that's passed, they now realize like no, they can't just disregard you like that. You don't go away. You're consistently at the forefront of their thoughts throughout the whole day. It's bordering on obsessed with you, to be honest. But Michael says that's an unfair assessment. He says that's an unfair assessment for me to say that, ow, um, it's bordering on an obsession. Why is it an unfair assessment? Do tell. He says, he answers my question with a question. Is it categorically an obsession if soul is the one that brings this to their attention, brings you to their attention throughout the day? I don't know. What do you guys think? Is that an obsession, or is that more of like a karmic thing where there's unresolved something between the two of you? Maybe you guys were not done learning something from previous lives, from earlier in this life, and soul is just like continuously presenting the presence of the other person, the thought of the other person, in order for both of you guys to be able to get to a place where it's like, okay, we need to finish what we needed to learn. So, I mean, is is that still okay? Let's define obsession. I don't fucking know. You're asking me these questions. I asked you a question. You answer me with a question. Excuse me. An idea or thought that continually preoccupies or intrudes on a person's mind. Okay. So, by definition, it's an obsession. Preoccupy or fill the mind of someone continually, intrusively, and to a troubling extent. Be preoccupied with or constantly worrying about something. Prey on someone's mind. So maybe to be besieged, to haunt. Oh, you haunt them. Obsidere. Mm-hmm. Okay. Vocabulary.com says when someone is obsessed, they've lost control of their feelings about the object of their obsession. Oh, so in that sense, they're not obsessed. They haven't lost control of their feelings. They're fully sitting in the presence of and merely observing the feelings that arise. Mm. Okay, the adjective obsess is often used to simply mean very interested. But when someone is truly obsessed, their interest has become compulsive and they've begun to lose control over it. Okay, so they're not obsessed. They're not obsessed. Well, thank you for the clarification. So and by technicality, they're not obsessed because I don't feel that they've lost control. I don't feel they've become compulsive. I don't feel any of those things. I feel like this is something that's consistently presented and it's mulled over. This is a person who is very, very controlled. Like, I don't know. The sense that I get is they get off on control. Okay. What zodiac sign gets off on control? Okay. I told you guys you're dealing with a water sign. The first sign that pops up is Scorpio. The first sign that pops up is Scorpio. What zodiac sign wants to be left alone? Capricorn. Okay. And then Pisceans have a special relationship with solitude. Okay. So I don't know. I'll give you the full list. Scorpio, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus, Aries, Leo, Cancer. They like control. Okay. It says Scorpio leads the pack of controlling zodiac signs. Okay. Okay. You know. Ah. I'm not talking shit. I'm looking things up online for Scorpions who are going to be like, "Oh, that's fucked up." Relax. Relax. Okay? You got a stinger, I got two fucking horns. I'm joking. It's a joke. Um, okay. And don't worry, Scorpios, you can't drown me. I'm Piscean. I don't hold my breath. I'm not scared of you. Okay. So you need to calibrate your expectation. I think they're calibrating their expectation. I think you need to calibrate your expectation as well. Whatever this is, if the two of you haven't completely changed from the last time you had interaction, it's not going to work out again. Because if someone is going to be a big baby about all of this, it's not going to work. You can't even be friends. Mhm. I'm saying you gotta put on chonies that are such big girl chonies that they are V strings. See what I'm saying? Mhm. Mhm. Renewal. For some of you, you don't want this to be renewed. I totally get it. I totally get it. But if this is something that's involving lessons needing to be learned between two consenting souls, and I'm not talking about romance at all, I'm talking about learning. Learning. Um, then you're both going to be stuck sauce. You're going to be like that poppy seed stuck in between the teeth at the gum line. Mhm. You know how annoying that is? You want that? Is that what you want? That's up to you. That's up to you. I would just face it head on. If this is something that presents itself, you know, just be like, okay, what do you want? Michael says, don't, 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 don't listen to me about how I would address things. Don't. You might want to approach it in a little bit of a nicer way where you're like, make conversation. Hi, it's been a while. How have you been? How's everything? 'Cause I'm not good with socialization. So I mean, I don't know how you would, you know, I don't know how you would address that. I don't know how to socialize. I don't. I don't know how to be social. So I'm not the person you should take advice from when it comes on to topics of like how to initiate conversation. I get weird real fast. So I don't know. Maybe one of you guys, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, y'all are social mofos. Y'all are so good at making people feel comfortable. Don't piss them off though. They can be so mean. I love it. I think Sagittarius is my second favorite sign, very closely after Gemini. I know all y'all be hating on Gemini. Gemini don't give a fuck. They was talking shit about you anyways. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I love Geminis. They entertain the shit out of me. Okay, sexy Jesus. Right. You are a Sagittarius through and through. How would you approach this? How would you initiate conversation? How would you initiate conversation? What would you say if someone from the past pops back up? Oh, are they sister signs? Bitches. I love you, sisters. No wonder they're like similar, similar vibe. Similar vibe. Like you and Frey can make friends anywhere. And I'm just like, just don't bring me up, okay? Don't tell me to say hi. Honey,
How we starting this conversation?
how do you start a conversation with someone who like, you have to talk to them for whatever reason?
Well, the way you do it is you see your interest, or if you have something to ask them, say that their shoes. Hey man, where you look at shoes? You a size 9, size 10? I already know because
Okay.
or he's touching something that I was gonna buy. Hey man,
And
I
he
was
snaps.
just gonna buy that.
He likes to
I
snap
already bought that thing.
at people. That's what you did to me to lure me in.
Oh no, I saw you from this. I was like, God damn.
He liked the crazy ones because when he saw me, I had a box cutter in my hand. I was tearing shit up in that store, cutting down boxes with my hair tied back, double stacked, staggered lashes. Okay. I'm sorry, sir. I think that's what he did. I think that's what he did. That's how he lured me in. Mhm. Mhm. He matched that energy because I was combative. I he was there with a large group because I mean, social guy over here, social guy, and there were a couple girls that were with their group, and then he pushed one of them into the store and told her to ask me for my number, and I was like, I don't know if he's crazy. If he wants my number, he needs to come in here and ask for it himself, which usually will embarrass someone enough to leave me alone. Okay. And then, like a minute or two later, he walked in my store and I was like, excuse me, you were supposed to be embarrassed and ashamed and leave me alone. And he apparently matched my proclivity for confrontation. And he completely introduced himself, his full legal name. He gave me his backstory that he just finished whatever schooling. I was like, what the fuck? And I was the only one in the store. And so I was like, I don't even, I don't know what to say. Mhm. Mhm. So that threw me so off. I forgot to give him my fake number. 510-876-5432. 5432. Yeah. That's the fake number. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And before I could get my wits about me, this mofo actually texted me and I was like, "Oh, oh my god." And at that point my manager had come back already. And I was like, "Oh my god, you so missed it. I needed you. I was by myself." Right? And she was actually telling me, like, don't worry, girl, these boys play too much. He's not going to text you. And I was just like, okay, you sure? And then he texted me, and I was just like, oh my God, girl. He texted me. And she's like, what? And I was like, yes. He's asking what time I get off work. Yeah. Mhm. Her name was Lydia. And she was, well, now you got to find out what this is about. Mhm. Yes. So that's how I got snagged out of the water. That's what happened. I think if you're just do whatever you need to do, have the conversation, seriously. Cuz had he played, the games that people play, yeah, no, I would have been like go away, right? But clearly he was not playing any game, and that just really confused me. That like really confused me. It did. It confused me, and it made me curious enough to be like, why is this motherfucker so cocky? I kind of like it. What is he so cocky about? What the hell does he know? What is this about? And then yeah. And then we've been together ever since. He literally picked me up like an hour after work. After I got off work, he picked me up. I never tell people where I live because the logic was this. The logic was this. So, um, my older siblings are known in like basically the entire Bay Area. They're like naughty. My siblings were very, very naughty when they were younger. And so they're known and they have a reputation. And I'm the little sister. And at the time, I was still living with my parents. I know this is total setup. It's fucked up, but it worked out. And so was my youngest brother, who was the most bout it. And so I figured, okay, if he comes to pick me up and my brother sees him, he's gonna kick his ass. He's gonna kick his ass because you don't come to my house, um, and you don't talk to my sister. That's his logic. And for some reason, my brother wasn't home when he came to pick me up, and I was like, "Well, okay." I get in the car. Yeah. So if he wasn't as forward as he was, and no, I was never made to feel uncomfortable. There was nothing that was ever forced, ever. He wasn't like, "I'm picking you up." He's like, "Hey, are you busy later?" And I was like, "Why?" It's like, "We can hang out." And I was like, "Oh, this is weird." This is weird because what I was accustomed to was stupid little boys trying to play these games and trying to create characters, and I'm just like, "Mm-mm, I don't like to play with people. You're either up front or go away." And that I've been that way my entire life. You're either up front or go away. I don't wanna be guessing what your intentions are. I don't wanna be trying to figure out what you mean, like, say what you mean, say it clearly. And if I'm gonna have to try and guess what you mean, I'm not interested. I'm not interested. And he's always been very upfront with exactly what he means. I love that. So, whoever this person is, they need to just be very upfront with you like, "Hey, you've been on my mind. I'm not sure why. Kind of just wanted to catch up," or whatever it is that's been happening. Y'all need to get more productive. You guys need to allow yourself to enter into a space where you lose your fear of like what ifs, because those what if games, they're guaranteed to cause you to miss out on the greatest potentiality you could possibly ever experience in life, because you're so crippled by this question of what if. You will not know the answer to what if you do not put action behind the question. You have to. Okay. Um okay. I got a notification. The moment we've all been waiting for is close. What else? Excuse me. Mm-hmm. Ooh. Oh shit. Um, so the notifications read like this. The moment we've all been hold on, you guys. Oh Lord, oh Lord, oh Lord. Hold on. Y'all, I need to show you this. You guys. Um, okay, it is what it is. Let's go ahead. I'm gonna airdrop this and you guys can go ahead and read it. I don't even want to airdrop it. I'll just read it to you. um, the moment we've all been waiting for is close. And then it says, Scorpio, major wish being granted. I knew you guys were dealing with an intense water sign. I knew it. I knew it. Here, hold on. Let's go ahead. And you guys can see the numbers of it. And I will share it with you. Oh my goodness. Oh, let's airdrop this. Okay. There. So you guys are dealing with some intensity. Scorpio, sun, moon, rising, or Venus. Maybe it's in one of their nodes. I don't know. Um, maybe it's their something something. Here it is. Here it is. Let's show this. You guys. The moment we've all been waiting for. I'm so excited. Scorpio, major wish being granted. Oh, I didn't show you guys. Yeah. Major wish being granted. The moment we've all been waiting for. 9 is the number of divinity speaking. 3 is the number of a solid foundation from which to converge. 8 is the number of convergence. It's a coming together of two separate consciousness, a point of singularity where divinity can be shared. 3 plus 8 is 11, 11 being a number of divinity. So 9, 3, 8, 11, 20. You're being guided to the point of origination. Yeah. So there you go. There's a dust up happening. There's a dust up, and you guys will do with that information whatever you choose to do. It is completely up to you. If you allow yourself to find the courage to have the conversations that are necessary, then you can move beyond whatever this limited space you've been occupying has been. I am sure that, oh, my husband got some legs, I'm telling you. Okay. I just got a notification looking for forgiveness. I won't keep you. I just wanted to make sure you saw this. There are things that can make a significant difference in your life. Don't miss out on these opportunities to erase the struggle. So, I don't know. I don't know. You guys do whatever you need to do with this information. Just don't let toxic people back into your life because it's not worth it. Even if they were just innocent bystanders, right? Um, if they were willing to just sit back and watch as people did you so super duper dirty once upon a time, they can continue to just sit back and silently watch without interacting with you as you continue to rise. Those toxic people need to get the fuck out of there. I 100% mean that. I 100% mean that wholeheartedly. Don't volunteer yourself to repeat another cycle with people who were never worthy of the type of friendship and love that you so freely offer. I will share this. Michael says to share. I was recently made aware that an individual who did just that, um, they sat back and watched as I was so maliciously treated for no fucking reason. They believed all the lies. They believed all of it. How do I know this? Because they later admitted it to me. Not only did they do that, they basically admitted, because I continued to have private communication with them for maybe like a year, maybe even 2 years, 3 years. I don't know how long, maybe like 2 years. Um, just every once in a while, hey, how are you doing? Hope everything is good, because that's the kind of person that I am, right? Never talk shit about the other person, nothing. And they basically would report back to that individual who was malicious and lying about me. They had no problem with all the fucking bullshit that person did to me. And eventually I got the hint like, okay, I think I make you feel awkward. So I'm just going to stop messaging. Like, I feel like you're a nice person. And I feel like I make you awkward. So it's not a reciprocated friendship. I just leave it alone. Hope the best for you and leave it alone. And then I would say like a year or maybe like a year later, um, they reach out and they're like, "Hey, so and so just did this to me, and I'm wondering if that's what they did to you. I'm so sorry that I believed all their lies." And I'm good. I'm good. Sorry that happened to you, but I'm good. I didn't want to respond. I was made aware the message came through. I didn't want to respond. Just leave that in the past. It is what it is. And then more recently, they reached out again, offering me a piece of selenite that I was willing to purchase for double, triple, even quadruple what they paid for it. Why are you offering me that as a bribe? And you need me to protect you now? What do you want from me? Hmm? So we can trauma bond? So you can talk your shit and I'm going to like, what, add in like, oh yeah, no, they did this. I don't give a fuck what they did back then. I don't care about that person. You made your decision. Stop trying to convince yourself there's an opportunity to still continue a friendship with me. I'm good. Life's been good in your absence. I don't need your selenite. If I really wanted a piece like that, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful piece, and that fucking thing is expensive. Expensive. It's such a beautiful piece. I was willing to pay upwards of $2,000 for it. Fuck your piece. Your piece of selenite and the piece you're trying to establish because you know you did so fucking dirty a person who would have never harmed you. You made your choice. Stick with it. I don't care how what I say makes you feel. Just like you didn't care about how much effort was placed into trying to destroy me as a person, as a business, in every single way possible. I don't give a fuck. Just like you didn't give a fuck. Life is good when I prioritize my peace. There are plenty of people in this world that I can befriend and not have to experience any of that. Same way for you guys. Don't be so desperate for connection that you'll allow the snakes back in. A snake who sees you as a mouse. What do you think that snake's going to do? Cuddle you? Even if you're not a mouse. If a snake views you as such, at some point, its predatory instinct will kick in. What do you think will happen then? I wouldn't know because I would never allow it. Not at this point in my journey. Stay with the snakes, yo. Stay with the snakes. I don't need none of that shit in my life. Make your decisions, guys. When you've deemed something toxic, when someone has participated in toxicity, targeting you, accept that for what it is. A very clear indication that person does not have any right or room to ask to be let back into your life. If you think you can milk a snake and drain it of all of its venom, rendering it what? Harmless? Snakes don't have a finite amount of venom. They continue to produce venom for the rest of their lives. Remember that when you see someone's character. Believe what it is they show you, especially when they get comfortable with you. You know what I like to do in life? Especially in person. I like to let people think they're stronger than me. I like to let people wholeheartedly believe they are more intelligent, that they are superior, that they have me figured out, that they can control me, that I will never find out. I let them get so comfortable with me that they no longer have to wear a mask. Because then it shows me exactly what I need to see to decide the moves I need to make and how quickly I need to get the fuck out of there. And most of these people have no idea that's what I've been doing the whole time. I've been doing that since I've been publicly visible. And now I'm done playing that game. I'm done side skirting. Now it's full on. I am fucking formidable. Don't test me. Do not waste my time. Do not get in the way. I have things I need to do in this life. You get in the way, you will be bulldozed. I don't care about your feelings. I care about my community and anything that interferes with the health, safety, and peace of my community. You fuck around, you gonna find out. I will fight for my peace and my community's peace. And I have no qualms about how that makes me look. Because however you see me, at least there's one thing you will never be able to accuse me of, and that's being fake or a liar. And I would rather have that as my reputation than any other thing. So, guys, make your decisions. If it's a toxic thing, don't let it back in. If it's something that just hurt your feelings because you got triggered, you were in a process of healing, self-realization, self-actualization, you're going to have to put your big kid pants on. Okay? You don't even have to wear your undies. You just got to put your big kid pants on because you got to go out into the world and do the work that needs to be done. Put on some boots too, okay? Preferably steel toes. Your little tootsies are sensitive. You don't want your toes stepped on, put on some steel toes, but you're going to have to do the work that soul is telling you to do. Guys, quick reminder, I'm going to be heading over in about 30 minutes to the sanctuary space. That is a space set aside specifically for a congregation. If you would like to access that space, you would need to initiate a recurring contribution. That is what officially makes you a member of our congregation. I am the head of a church, Soulwork Synergistics. The Soul Sanctuary.love is our church space. It is not a membership, it is a recurring contribution. If you are in the United States, and I believe also the territories, I'm not sure, don't quote me on that part. Because it's a recurring contribution and it's processed strictly by the church processor, payment processor, it qualifies as an actual donation. It is not a membership, it is a donation. So if you'd like to join me, go click on that link, sign up for the recurring contribution. There's various levels and amounts that you can contribute to the church. All of that goes to the church, not to me. And then also, I'll be live later this evening on TikTok. I'm going to be doing expedites. If you'd like to get me to do some work on you, or you want a reading, a scan, whatever it is, go check it out. Click on that QR code or the link in the comments. Aside from that, I will see you guys again very, very soon